Good evening, everyone. My name is Brian. I am the host here for Live and Direct. Please welcome Mr. Gabe Pastrana.
So I'm an actor. I'm also an activist. I have been in Chicago. Was in Chicago my entire life. I was born and raised here in Cicero on the South Side. Yes, indeed. I started my acting career here in Chicago doing theater. If anyone's familiar with the Loop Players, that's actually where I started out. And since then, I've done a bunch of theater all around the city. Silent theater company, trapdoor theater, most recently with South Station Sketch Comedy Group. And I made the big leap to the big time about a year ago. I'm now based in LA.
Wow.
So yeah, it's been quite an experience out there. I'll say that.
Oh, okay. So out in LA, you're out there in major leagues then.
Yeah.
There's a little baseball around there. Well, that's congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me ask you, you say you're an actor. You here as an audience and my viewers here and my staff even, that's kind of a tough business to get into. It's so competitive and it's so hard to actually land this gig, so to speak.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you this, what pays the bills there, Mr. Gabe?
Just a lot of hustle, a lot of determination.
Okay.
I did the Chicago theater scene for a very long time here. I was here for about 10 years doing that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, while I was doing that, I also worked as a teacher here at Harold Washington College in Chicago, which is an amazing experience. I loved it. I loved being with students. I loved helping people learn. I taught adult education classes there and also worked as a tutor, so I was always working with students who were aiming towards just acquiring new skills or
That's awesome.
going to complete their degree, to go on to a four-year university. And it was a great experience, and from that experience I actually also became an activist. And I'm very much involved with political activism. Was involved here in Chicago, and then once I got out to LA, I found myself doing that. But I've been very fortunate since I've been to LA in that I somehow have been managing to pay the bills with the acting.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame out there, and I'm not rich by any means.
Sure.
I'm not filming with Spielberg or anything like that. But yeah, I managed to get by doing that, and hoping the good fortune will continue and as I progress with that path.
Wow, that is awesome. I'm first here to tell you, I pray for you and hope that things continue to prosper for you, and for you to be able to sit here on our panel, which, by the way, thank you for coming and taking time and move to LA and to be determined to make this as your passion. I mean, because there's just so many actors, I'm sure you know, that want to do this, but maybe just can't right now because they have to support themselves. So they find themselves at a restaurant or something. So I'm sure you feel very fortunate and lucky for being able to pay the bills with something that you love to do. Now, with that saying earlier, you mentioned Steven Spielberg. One question I want to ask you is, who's your dream director, your dream cast, your dream movie role, something that you picture yourself doing, let's just say, in the next couple years?
That's a really hard question. I mean, there's so many great directors out there putting out so much great stuff. Quentin Tarantino.
Awesome.
I love not the violence, of course.
Sure.
That's one thing, but the way he tells a story, it's so elaborate.
Exactly.
And there's so many good directors out there, so many good actors and shows. Homeland is another.
I'm a big fan.
So well done. Keeps the intrigue going.
Exactly.
I would love to work on a show like that.
Yes.
But honestly, I think personally, I've always been drawn to comedy. I've always been drawn to things that make people laugh and things that make people feel good. And that's how I found myself working with South Station Sketch Comedy Troupe. They were actually the last group that I was working with when I was here in Chicago, and I did a series of shows with them before I left town. And I really enjoyed it, being able to be in front of an audience and get them to look at something serious, maybe like immigration.
Yeah, exactly.
Or dream acts in line
Sure.
with that.
Sure.
And just making people laugh at kind of sometimes the absurdity of a situation that's very serious and very bad, or just making them kind of appreciate, you know, like the little things in life, like being at home with your Latino mama force feeding you salsa, or whatever it may be.
Well, in my case, it would be collard greens.
Or the greens.
Well, Gabe, I thank you guys. Please, give a round of applause. I gotta fly, all right? We gotta get out of here. But before I do, I gotta still a few more things out of you. I just gotta pick your brain a little bit. Now, what are you working on right now?
Right when I got to LA, I got cast in a pilot that just got picked up and just aired its first show tonight.
Congratulations.
Wisecasttv.com. And the name of the show is All About Lizzie. It just aired last night. I believe you can catch it for free. So just go to wisecasttv.com and do a search for All About Lizzie. You'll see the first episode there. You should be able to see it. Should be able to see me in it. I haven't seen it yet, so hopefully they didn't cut me out or anything.
Well, I want to be the first to thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking the time out and joining us here live and direct. And for my viewers out there and my audience, guys, you guys are awesome. I have the best cast in Chicago. You guys are rocking live and direct. This is Brian Gabe.